Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a Design Spark mechanical tutorial, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a multi-purpose mountain bike valve tool. So you'll be able to adjust your valves, whether they be Presta or a Schrader. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up Design Spark. And then we're going to, once it opens, we're going to go ahead, we're going to initially do a new design. We're going to create this design in millimeters, and then certain parts we're going to go to inches. So we'll go ahead and go down to Design Spark Options, go over to Units, make sure that this is in metric millimeters. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go back to the design. Let's do that again, make sure it, sometimes it doesn't always change over on the first try, which looks like it didn't. So go to metric, click OK. All right, that's good. You can always tell because the grid gets smaller. Okay, I have a sample here we're going to go from, but we're not going to copy theirs exactly. We're going to kind of make our own. Okay, so what we want to do first here is make sure that this is from here to here is 15.5 millimeters. So we're going to go ahead and put a kind of a guide out there. So just go straight across, type in 15.5. Okay, now we have kind of a measurement to go by. Control minus will zoom us back out. Now we're going to click, hold down the shift key so it constrains, and just drag this little piece out here so it matches the line. Pretty close, doesn't have to be, well, it kind of has to be pretty close. So let's scale this down a little bit. Looks like we need to make it a little bit bigger, so shift. Okay, I'm okay with this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get rid of that line, so click on it, hit delete. Now we're going to put this as best we can right in the center. Okay, since this is concentric, this part up here, the valve part, needs to be revolved. Everything else can be extruded. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get a line tool. I'm going to come up. We're going to draw that later. So let's go ahead and put the line in there. We'll just go ahead and go straight down. Make sure it's pretty much in the middle. Okay, we're going to select the click off. We're going to right mouse click on that, and we're going to set as mirror. Now we're going to control plus to zoom in. Let's go ahead and pan this over. Okay, I'm not going to draw this as a square. I'm going to make it round. So we'll go ahead and get our circle tool. We're going to have to put a circle out here anyways, so let's go ahead and do this 12 millimeter. And then we'll get another, or actually, you know what, let's do this as a polygon. I think that would look cool. Okay, we're going to have to turn off this mirror line for now, so we'll go ahead and right mouse click, turn it off. Get our polygon tool, go from the center. Let's go ahead and click. Let's undo that. I'm not sure that's going to work. Let's try the circle one again. Circle might not work either. We're going to have to just stick with a square. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get the rectangle tool. We're going to define from center by checking this box here. And then we're going to go ahead and drag this out. Let's just make this 15 millimeters, tab 15. Okay, that's going to be okay. Let's move this down a little bit. So let's hold down the control key and select everything up that we just drew. Grab that red arrow, snug it down a little bit. Okay, let's turn back on the set as mirror, right mouse click, set as mirror. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to draw these lines in here. Okay, let's go ahead and trim. Get our trim away. Go ahead and get rid of that. We don't need that. We're going to continue this. Actually, let's continue the line from there. Go ahead and get our line tool. You're going to go click there at the endpoint. You're going to drag down and drag over. Let's undo that. Okay, let's go here. We need to come out a little bit farther. Can overdraw if we need to. Okay, let's select the click off. Let's get our line tool. Let's go from there down. Let's go over. Let's just go straight for now. Select the click off. We're going to get our trim away tool. Let's get these corner pieces. Okay, I'm going to put a couple of fillets in here, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's put a fillet of 3 millimeters, and then select, let's get our fillet tool again. Let's do these bottom ones. Let's go with just 2 millimeters. I don't like things to have sharp edges. I mean, sometimes, you know, if you're going to do a chamfer, it's needed, but I don't want to put them in here. Okay, that looks good. So now what I'm going to do is, I know that this tool, this little square here, needs to be 3/8, which is 0.375. So what we're going to do is go to File. I'm going to switch back to Units. We're going to go to Imperial, so I can put that measurement in there more accurately. We'll get our rectangle tool. We'll define from center. We're going to go from here. Doesn't look like this is the right size, so what you might have to do is scale this depending. They did give us this accurate measurement here and this accurate measurement here, but that's not a guarantee that this here is going to be accurate. All right, let's get our circle tool. Yeah, because 0.375 is more like this. So all right, we'll just keep going. I'm just gonna we'll create this part just for demonstration purposes, and then you'll have to actually measure, because I did take a measurement from the Presto valve I have on my mountain bike, and it looks like it's 3/8 wide. So these measurements are a little wonky, but we'll keep going just for so you guys can know how to create one. You'll just have to take your own measurements. So we'll go ahead and put a circle in there. We'll go 0.235. Okay. Looks like that's a little too big still, so let's undo that. Let's turn off the, oh, we don't have snaps on. let's go 0.234. 0.234. All right, that'll work. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get a line tool. And we're going to come across over here at the top. And then we're going to come across here at the bottom. Now we're going to get our trim away tool. And now we have this little piece in here. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and put this piece in here. Actually, this one was the one that was 0.375. So let's go ahead and let me get my phone so I can figure out the measurements here. Okay, we're going to go let's see what 0.1875 is. So we're going to offset. Okay, yeah, so this is more like 0.1. Okay, measurements may not be accurate. You'll have to make your own adjustments. Okay, let's go ahead and get the 3-point arch. We'll go across. Oh, actually, we need to turn off the snap. So let's go ahead and right mouse click on that. Set as, take off the set as mirror. Grab our 3-point arch. We're going to go from here across. And we're going to bow that up. Okay. So now let's go ahead and trim away. Let's get these points here. Okay, not looking too bad. Let's get rid of these. We don't need these either. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and create this piece right here. So the best way to do that is go ahead and make sure that this is turned on. Oh, we only need one, so we don't have to turn on the mirror. So let's go ahead and get our circle tool. We're going to go ahead and put a circle right here. Let's go like that. Let's get the move. Let's move it up. Let's move it over. Okay, let's make it a little bit bigger. So let's go to 0.238. All right, it's a little bit better. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and select that. We're going to go to move. We're going to check on the create pattern over here. And we're going to drag this blue to the middle, and we're going to rotate. Okay, we need 5 of those, so we'll go ahead and select the click off. Now we're going to go ahead and get our trim away tool, which is this, and we're going to start trimming. Okay, let's get these. Sorry about that, my dog is barking. Okay, let's go here. Okay, there's our piece right there. Okay, go ahead and pan down. Let's create this piece right here. So we're going to go ahead and let's go to offset. So we're going to get our offset. We're going to offset that line over. But first,
I'm very excited for you.
Okay, let's go to 0.075. Okay. Now let's put a top cap on that. endpoint to endpoint. Let's go ahead and get our create rounded corners. Let's put a little fillet right there. Small one. Right there, 0.024. Maybe even smaller than that. Let's zoom in. Let's get our pan. Or let's get our create rounded corner. 0.012. All right, that looks good. Let's get our trim away. Let's trim away this stuff. Okay, let's go Control minus. I think we're ready to get rid of this. So go ahead and with the select tool, let's click on our graphic, hit delete. Let's control, actually we're gonna need that for reference for this cutout. So let's go ahead and, actually let's Control plus. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and draw this and then I'm gonna move it. So okay, I'm gonna draw this here. Okay, that's good there. Now I'm gonna move it out of the way, so we'll click move. Let's select what we just drew. And let's move it up. Let's just move it up 1 inch so we know. And then we can move it down 1 inch. Okay, now we can get rid of that graphic. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, let's go Control plus. Let's pan up. Okay, we still got a line there we don't need, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. All right, let's go to spin. Let's go to pull. Let's get rid of these two pieces. Let's get rid of that line. Don't need it. Get rid of this line. Okay, so we're going to pull, and we're going to, actually, let's select it. Click on pull. Go to this pull from both sides. Now we're going to drag that out. Let's just go 0.24. We can adjust later if we need to add thickness to it. Oh, that's too thick. Undo, undo, undo. Okay, let's type in 0.2 for now. That's still pretty thick. Let's undo, undo, 0.15. Okay, let's spin that. Okay, that's good for now. We'll adjust later. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go to the top view. Now we're going to bring this piece back down. So we'll go ahead and click on it and go to move. And then we're going to, let's Control minus so we can see what we're doing. Going to move that down. Type in 1 there. Oh, I got rid of the little, not my little. Okay, I knew something looked funny. Okay, we got to do a few undos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. You need to go back 13 because you got rid of this and you didn't want to. So I'm going to go ahead and select just that rectangle. And we're going to move it 1 inch. Okay, Control plus. All right, that's better. Now let's get rid of that. Delete. Okay, let's go ahead and spin this. Let's pull this. Well, let's get rid of these first. Delete. Get the select tool. Let's get rid of these lines that we don't need. You don't want to really have extra lines out in your geometry or in your art because they'll become part of the geometry. that makes any sense. Okay, let's pan up. Let's get rid of that one last line. All right, let's pull. We're going to select that face there. We're going to come over here to pull from both sides, and we're going to put in 0.15, I think the last measurement was. Okay, now we're going to go click on this one. We're going to select pull. We're going to select the revolve. We're going to click right there, and then we're going to do full pull. Okay, now we're going to see if this needs to be adjusted, and it looks like it does. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to go back to pull, and we're going to pull this face out 0.05. That should be enough. Oh no, that's way too much. Undo. Okay, that's why it's handy to spin, because then you can see what you're actually doing. Okay, let's go to 0.03. That should be good enough. Okay, now I'll do this on the back side. Click that face, type in 0.03. Okay, now let's go to top view. Okay, now you're going to bring this piece down here 1 inch. So you're going to move it. Let's control minus, grab the green, type in 1. Okay, let's control plus, control plus. Now you're going to cut this. So let's go ahead and spin this. Go ahead and select. Let's go to move. Grab the blue. Let's move it out of the way. Select the face. Let's go to pull. Now you're going to pull straight through. Okay, now there is a little hole here for the actual valve to go into. So we're going to go ahead and with the select tool, select that face, and then going to go ahead and click plan view. Then we're going to draw a hole right there. Let's go to 0.06. That should be good enough. Okay, now we're going to go spin. And remember that these measurements, this is just basically, this tutorial is just basically showing you how to create this. But you'll have to actually take measurements. Might be handy to have the calipers in millimeters. You might be able to have some of the parts, like the actual inner tube from your mountain bike, so you can measure the little screw that holds on to press the valve. And that way you can have precise measurements. But this may not be precise, and I'm sure people do that for a reason, so you don't copy their stuff. But okay, anyhow, let's pull that down. 0.174. There should be enough room in there. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and start putting our details in here. We're going to put a fillet on here. A small one. Let's go undo. Let's put in 0.01. 0.01. It's never good to have sharp edges. It could be a point where something could break, so it's better to have a fillet in here. Let's go control minus, control minus. Let's go to top view. Okay, this is going to be our tool. There's nothing else I'm going to do to it. This looks like it would work, provided that the measurements are correct. And like I said earlier, you'll just have to take your own measurements, but this is basically how you would go about drawing this as part. If you want to use this for your multi-purpose mountain bike valve tool, okay, go ahead and go to top view. Okay, that's going to end today's tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed watching and you got something useful out of this video. Please consider liking and subscribing. It helps. I'm trying to grow the channel. And as always, thank you for watching.